Okay, we have winter weather to talk about, and it is going to be just a cold and wet weekend. We started out with the soaking rain. I think if you step outside right now, it's just kind of misty. If you're further to the north, there may be a little bit of sleet, and you think, oh, it's not all that bad. Well, we're going to continue to see the conditions worsen as we head into the overnight hours, because you can see what's to our west. We have rain extending across Alabama into Mississippi. So the next couple of hours, fairly light, just a cold, light winter rain. But then tomorrow, look at the rain that is extending across Arkansas, Louisiana, and especially over eastern Texas in the Houston area. That's going to be heading our way. And this is driving rain, heavy rain, similar to what we saw last Saturday, if you remember, when we had that day-long deluge. Well, that's what we're going to have as this moves to the east. So it is going to be a very cold, wet Saturday. So we're expecting to see rain all weekend long in Rome. Here's a live tower cam right now. The winds are fairly light. Those winds are going to be picking up around 35 miles per hour by tomorrow. And we're talking not just an inch or so of rain, we're talking 2 to 3 inches of rain all across Georgia, our entire state, under a flood watch, except those northeastern counties, and they're more concerned about the winter weather as it transitions over starting as early as tomorrow across northeast Georgia, and they see the brunt of winter weather descend upon them. So as we take a look at what to expect as we head into the overnight hours, there are those winter weather warnings, the watches in gray, the warnings in white. So that includes Rabun County, it includes Clayton, heading north up towards the Dillard House. They're likely to see quite a bit of snow. In the gray, about 1 to 3 inches expected. That's the winter storm watch that's in place. And then, of course, we'll see some of that moisture freezing overnight and problems with ice on the roadways, especially across far northeast Georgia in the highest elevations in the mountains there. So here's the timing of it. I was showing you that frontal system that's stretched across the northern Gulf Coast. So it remains rain all day tomorrow here in the Atlanta metro area, and into Saturday night. We start to see a little sleet possibly mix in as this area of low pressure gets closer to us throughout the evening. On Saturday, a real heavy rainfall works its way on in here. So expect to see very heavy rain, those winds blowing sideways at times, blowing the rain sideways at times, as they're going to be up around 35 miles per hour. Here comes that wintry weather as we head into Saturday night and Sunday, starting out as a wintry mix and transitioning over into snow. So starting out as sleet, then turning over into snow as this low comes near, and unfortunately it's keeping that track to the south of us, which gives us that precip across North Georgia and wraparound moisture as we head into our Monday night and Tuesday, and that's when we could see the most significant winter precip work its way in here. So starting out on our Saturday evening just across far northeast Georgia, then extending over into places like Dalton, into Blue Ridge, into Ellijay during Sunday afternoon, and then Sunday night, of course, the cold air moves in, and that's where we could see some snow even across the Atlanta metro area. Right now, we're expecting not to see any accumulations, but of course, that could change if this track shifts in any way, 10, 20 miles. We saw that last December. It is the anniversary, by the way, of the big snowfall where we saw up to a foot of snow across the North Metro. And it all depends on exactly what the track of that low is, because that makes all the difference in the world as to who sees heavy snow, who sees a little snow, and who sees all rain. So we will continue to track this as we head through this evening and through Saturday, the weekend, and even to the beginning of next week.
All right, Samantha, I know you'll take good care of us all weekend. And on Monday morning, our morning rush team will take good care of us starting very early. They're going to come start the show at 4 a.m. Our crews are going to monitor how the winter weather will be impacting the start to the work week and any closings there